give somebody like the first couple of steps? Like, what if they hear you? They're like, okay, I'm in. Got it. I'm in. What do I do next? What's like the first step or two that somebody is supposed to take in order to start walking in a similar journey or path to get to a more bright future?
Yeah, I highly recommend education. Education has been the scaffolding of the metamorphosis of my life. Really, I'm self-educated. I paid my own way through college. I have a master's degree. I'm the only one in my family to have that. I'm a college professor today, and I give back in that area. You don't have to be college educated. You can educate yourself through workshops and books, but knowledge is powerful. So education has been my saving grace. And it's what exposed me to greater networks and books and expanded my mind. Resources appeared. And so I highly recommend education, like any little steps you can to broaden and deepen your mind. Controlled thought makes the most money. Poverty and oppression are extremely big business. We overall are surface thinkers and emotional creatures, so we're well controlled. So anytime you can break out of that mold, it's going to do you the best in this world and in this life. So education, your mental health is the most important. Therapy, I go to therapy regularly. I was just there. I do brain spotting. Therapy will change your life, but not just talk therapy. It has to be action based, meaning it needs to be EMDR or brain spotting, sand tray, art. You have to move from the cognitive frontal lobe of your brain into the whole being, right, and into your body and remove it because your body keeps score. So you need to be able to do that with a trusted source. You need to realize that you have to throw up your trauma, and it's a process. You will not, this is not a quick fix. You're looking at a woman who has been on a 12-year journey, actually 13 years now, 13-year journey of in-depth, disgusting, throwing up, reliving, revisiting deep, dark traumas to regurgitate them out of my body, right, out of my soul, recovering my soul. 12 years of in-depth trauma therapy. So this isn't a quick fix. So no quick fix will do it. Don't go to a 6-week workshop. That's not going to do it. And think that's going to do it. It's not. It's a life journey. I still am on this life journey, and it can be discouraging. Please know. Yes, I see you. Please know. It's discouraging. I can get discouraged because I'm like, how much longer do I have to work? Like, oh my God, I still love a narcissist? Are you kidding me right now? Like, what's going on with that? Right? Or I still can't see the beauty of who I am in that mirror. What's going on? I've worked so hard. So please know this. Podcasts are a lot of work. I started my own, right? And one of the things I just said on the most recent one, which is about limiting beliefs, is I still struggle today. As polished as I am, as well put together as I am, I still have to make it a daily practice to remove those limiting beliefs, right? So, education, therapy, family, friend, or foe, family. Let's just hold family, friend, or foe. If they are toxic, they must go. You are the product of your environment. I am so sorry. And your family, you cannot always take with you because they will hate you to speak your truth. They will not like it. And you know what? They can hate you. It's okay because when you ascend and you pass on, they will thank you. That is all I can tell you. They will thank you for the work you're doing, that you're breaking the lineage, that you're breaking the curses, that you are resetting, for your descendants to come to have, they're going to have their own, okay? Um, Patience with yourself and appreciation for where you have grown. That's where I'm so grateful. I see those comments. That's where I've fallen. That's where I really struggled. Is I am an overachiever. Any overachievers, right? Just tell me I'm an overachiever. Nothing is good enough because it's rooted in being enough, right? You have to own being enough, and that's really hard if you have any traumatic background whatsoever, especially sexual trauma, right? And being enough, so I'm overachieving. And then, I get a degree. I can eat degrees. I can eat books. I can eat anything and never just rest and, oh, look, I got a degree. Okay, that's great. What's next? So it's also appreciating the work you've done and acknowledging how much you've grown and seeing that so important. And it's a journey, it's a process. It takes time. Good circle, education, therapy, patience for self, appreciation, and lots of prayer, knowing it all works to the good. The revelation of the contract, everything works to the good, everything to the detail works to the good. I promise you, I'm a living witness. You don't, and nobody, I'll say this too, nobody's exempt of the crazy portal. Please understand this. Nobody, every single human being goes through the crazy portal. What those who are empowered don't do is stay there. Just don't stay there. Just come back out. But nobody's exempt of it. Not one single human being is exempt of the crazy portal. But we don't stay there. You understand?
Yeah. When you say that sometimes you have to put some space between friends and family, what does that look like?
It looks like whatever you have to do. Honestly, boundaries are to protect me, not to offend you. Okay, not anyone. They are to protect me. Boundaries are to protect me, not to offend you. So if you're offended by my boundaries, that is your problem, not mine. Okay. And it is important that you set those boundaries. And it is important to your growth and evolution, which is over a lifetime, that you continue to honor those boundaries. It's one thing to set them, it's another to honor them, right? Honor those boundaries for yourself and stand guard. So it means, I had to block my mom on Facebook because she was bullying me. I have to limit what I can say to my mom. I have to limit when I can call and interact. I have to end our phone conversation at a certain point. I have to sometimes drop the phone down so she can just talk and I cannot hear, right? But I can let her. I have an understanding of the wounded victim she is, and that unfortunately she will die with her demons, but I will not, nor will my descendants have to fight that battle, right? So we win. She wins through me. You understand?
I
We
love that.
unlock all the chains of the past, women, people, any lineage. So it's that. And it's then completely, with friends, you just got to say goodbye. There's a gift in goodbye, everyone. Okay, you got to just say goodbye. You will fulfill the void. Okay, the void will get filled. Don't worry. There will be a void. Yeah, there will be. Yeah, and we become addicted to sickness. We become addicted to dysfunctional behavior. We make it very functional, right? And you have to really know your addiction. You're addicted to the dysfunction. You've made it functional. We are actually very functioning dysfunctional people. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. When you said she wins through you, I
absolutely.
felt that. Can you expand on that a little bit more?
It's a DNA, right? Too. It's a final severing. It is understanding. I think I have a deep eternal understanding and perspective. I am not bound by time nor this human suit. When I am done with both of them, I will release them and they will no longer live. But I will, right? And because of this deep understanding, as complex and scary as it is, and hard for my human to always understand, I rest in that with my faith of God, which means I am connected, to my mother through that. All of that. I am her child. She carried me, brought me forward, right? Not only that, but I was her seed when she was a baby inside my grandmother. So I'm actually three generations deep. So there's your grandmother, there's the baby inside, which is your mom, and you're inside. Okay. So I am actually not only releasing my mom, I'm releasing my grandmother too, just from that portal alone, right? And it is in the mysteries of God that I rest in that teaching and belief that I don't have to know what that looks like, but I just trust in the work I'm doing that it will be done as it is in heaven and as it is on earth, right? Like that's where my faith anchors and deepens. And some things you won't have a real deep understanding of, but you will have a knowing. I don't know if that makes sense, but there will just be this deep knowing, and you don't have to have it figured out, right? Um, she will see it when she crosses, is my belief, because I know, unfortunately, she won't get it here, right? Yeah.